So you're considering making the move to North Atlanta. Well, you are not the only one. Over the past 5 to 10 years, there's been a tremendous amount of people who have relocated to Georgia and to Atlanta specifically. Now, the metro area of Atlanta is the 8th largest metro area in the United States. And every single day, over 120 people are relocating and moving into one of the suburbs around Atlanta. Now, you're specifically looking at North Atlanta, and I'm glad that you are, because not only is it my favorite place, I'm born and raised here, there is a ton to love about living in North Atlanta, and I'm going to talk to you about some of those things right now. All right, number one would be the easy access into the metro Atlanta area. There are 3 main highways that you will take to commute into work if you're working in Atlanta. That's Highway 75, Highway 400, and Highway 85. Now, it's no secret that Atlanta can be known for having some terrible traffic, and that is true. We do have some bad traffic. However, if you're strategic about when exactly you're leaving to go to work and you have flexibility, you can take that traffic time from being higher than you want to much lower. The busiest times to travel for work in Atlanta during rush hour are probably between the hours of 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. and then 4 to 6 p.m. Now, a lot of the jobs here in the metro Atlanta area actually offer some sort of remote option, whether it be 100% remote or you only have to go into the office 1 or 2 days a week. And if you have the flexibility to drive outside of those busy hours, then you're going to find yourself having a pretty quick commute into your workplace in Atlanta. Now, let's talk about the proximity to the Atlanta airport. No doubt your work is probably going to take you many times into Atlanta to go to the airport. If not work, then it's probably vacation, and you're going to want to know how long is it going to take you to get there. Living in North Atlanta is going to put you anywhere from a 30 to 40 minute drive into the Atlanta airport. Now, of course, that's going to be more depending on when you leave. If you have the flexibility to leave in a time that's not rush hour, you're going to be able to get there in 30 to 40 minutes. If you're leaving in rush hour, you're going to add time onto that, of course. Now, the best part about living in North Atlanta to me is the access to all of the amenities that you have. Whether you are wanting to get outside and see the outdoors, you've got Kennesaw Mountain. You've got parks like Swift Cantrell Park that has a skateboard park in it. There's downtown Woodstock, Marietta Square, Canton Street, and Roswell. If you want to go out and check out the restaurants or the shops, all of them are super unique and have something for everybody to see. Another great thing about North Atlanta is the proximity to the lakes. You've got Lake Allatoona and Lake Lanier. There's places you can store your boat. There's companies that rent boats and jet skis. If you want to go fishing, if you want to go to the different beach parks that they have, there's a lot of those options as well. Being born and raised in North Atlanta myself, I've really enjoyed taking advantage of all of the amenities that they have to offer in the North Atlanta area. Now, another area that's really close to North Atlanta is the North Georgia Mountains. And there, it opens up to even more things that you can do. Whether you want to camp, hike, mountain bike, backpack. If you're a backpacker like me, you're going to know that Appalachian Trail starts right at Springer Mountain, which is about an hour-and-a-half drive north of Atlanta. Many people actually use an Airbnb or VRBO and get a house in the mountains or on the lake during the weekend. And if you can afford it, people love having cabins or lake houses as well as second home options in the Atlanta area. Some of the best high schools in the state are here in the North Atlanta area. I'm talking about Walton, Pope, Lassiter, Alpharetta. Just those top 3 alone are in Cobb County. Now, because those high schools are so desirable, the value of the homes in those districts are also elevated. There's always somebody that's looking to get their child inside of those school districts, so that keeps home prices very competitive and high. Even people who don't have school-aged children are looking to buy homes in those areas because they know that there's always people willing and wanting to get their kids into those districts, and they're willing to pay up for that privilege. Now, if something like hospital access is important to you, you have great options there as well. There's Kennestone Hospital right in Marietta, as well as Northside Hospital, which is at the tip of Atlanta, at the intersection between Highway 400 and 285. So any kind of medical need that you have, you'll be able to have a quick drive to the hospital. Now, these are just some of the reasons to love living in North Atlanta, but if you have any questions specifically about the area, I'd love to answer them. Post them below. I was born and raised here in Cobb County and love living here, and I also love helping people relocate here, especially out of state. So if you have any questions, please comment below or send me a text or email, and I'd love to chat with you more about this. Thank you so much.